You don't like the snow? It's wet. And you're a cat. You're not a dog. You're a cat. And you don't like it because it's wet. You only gone there once today. And then just refused to be outside. Isn't it true? Isn't it true? But it's pretty. Hey, today I'm making a Christmas tier list video, but I don't feel very good, so I refuse to dress up for most of the day. But what I thought would be nice is to cut some branches off of these bushes and use it as decoration.
It's architect.
Yeah.
More. Yeah, can one.
See? It's almost like a Christmas tree. Ta-da! Haha, it's beautiful, isn't it? All right, I got my tea, because I cannot live without it now. And I got a bunch of Christmas ornaments here in a very ugly box that you don't need to see. I want to show you how Buddha's doing because she's very confused about me running up and down. And she's like, I want something, but I cannot decide what. What? What are you doing? What are you doing? I'm home alone today, and he follows me everywhere. Let's just start with something. When I was a little girl, I used to make Christmas ornaments and Christmas decorations with my grandma during December, which is gonna end. Another one. Next up, maybe these golden apples. I'm feeling appley today. All right, and we were painting like walnuts and pine cones, gold and silver, and we were making like little angels from paper or cake paper, you know, with the laces on the sides, and that was so fun, and I miss it. Look at this. This is so old and a little bit creepy, but I love it. Now tell me about your Christmas traditions when you were young, and what are the traditions that you miss or you wish you could do but you don't have the time, or you're just doing it. Look at them little reindeer flying on the sky. I miss baking cookies. But holy shit. Holy shit. Don't do that to me. I had this tradition of baking cookies. The kinds of cookies that is like gingerbread. That's closest to what I'm talking about. So I just used to make these cookies out of a kilogram or half a kilogram of flour. And I listened to Christmas songs and I got drunk. And that was my favorite activity for preparing for the holidays. But it's been several years I did that. Mostly because I'm worried about my weight and everybody's weight around me. Look at him, little guy. Nowadays we are really turning it down during Christmas. So we always ate some kind of fish on Christmas Eve. What do you eat on Christmas Eve? Tell me about it. We eat salmon here, and for those who doesn't know, I am living in Middle Europe. Even in my country, even in Hungary, those traditions differ. Okay. Look at him, little bow. Does any of you put candy on your tree? In Hungary, we have this tradition of putting candy on our trees, which are basically not candy, it's little bonbons wrapped in colorful paper. And we put it on, and during the holidays, we just visit the tree from time to time and nibble on it. And the one who gets to remove the bonbon from the packaging without actually leaving a trace wins. By the way, look at that. Oh, he's slipping in the forest of tripods. My mom used to have this rule that each Christmas we have to decide if the Christmas tree is blue and silver or golden and red, and we had to act accordingly, and we had a bunch of ornaments colored like that and a bunch of little doodly-doos that you see here. This one's cute. Look at this. Oh, guys. I found this. Okay, that's going to be in my background for this video. I'm so happy. I wanted to put on a Santa Claus hat, but I couldn't find it. So at least that will be there. I think we're almost done here because I don't think I really could put on more. I'm really thinking about using lights. I'm gonna show it to you just in a sec. I'm SP singer, songwriter, music producer. I react to music, I make music, I talk about music, and today we're going to make a Christmas tier list from old-timey classics, and maybe we're gonna get a slight tipsiness included, who knows. Alright, let's start with Bing Crosby, White Christmas. This song is quite special. Not just because you probably heard it a gazillion times, even if you were born yesterday, but because this was the first Christmassy Christmas song. Before this one, and I read about it while I was preparing for this video, before this Christmas song, the Christmas songs were looked at in a different way. The first public performance of the song was by Bing Crosby on NBC radio show 1941, a few weeks after the attack on Pearl Harbor. And during the 1940s, White Christmas would set stage for a number of classic American holiday songs steeped in a misty longing for yesteryear. This song single-handedly responsible for us wanting to be nostalgic on Christmas and also the commercialization of Christmas! Yay! So for that reason, I am going to put it on the A for now because it's a damn good song, but it is responsible for a lot of people freaking out nowadays. According to Bing Crosby's nephew, Howard Crosby, I once asked Uncle Bing about the most difficult thing he ever had to do during his entertainment career. And he said, in December 1944, he was in a United Service Organizations show with Bob Hope and the Andrews sisters. They did an outdoor show in northern France. He had to stand there and sing White Christmas with 100,000 soldiers in tears, without breaking down himself. Of course, a lot of those boys were killed in the Battle of Bulge a few days later. Haunting, beautiful, badass story to tell about a song. Still, it won't go to the S tier because of the commercialization of Christmas. That was not nice. All right, the next one is Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas from Judy Garland, from the film Meet Me in St. Louis. And I chose specifically this version of this song. I know many people have sung it afterwards, but I chose Judy Garland specifically because I have a kind of a crush on her, and I'm just going to put it on the S list. Santa Claus is Coming to Town from Frank Sinatra. I have so many memories about this song. I like Frank Sinatra's voice, but it's just a little bit too cheesy for me. Let's just put it in the B for now. Okay. Nat King Cole, the Christmas song. Oh my God, yeah, the Christmas song. This song is also responsible for a lot of our Christmas nostalgia that we like to experience. The song was written in July 1945. And it was an exceptionally hot summer. And it was recorded during that summer. They really had their imaginations working for them, I guess. Anyways, if we are looking at Christmassiness, It has all the elements to me. So it gotta be on top. The next one, A Winter Wonderland by Chet Baker. I love me just some jazz, okay? I love me some jazz. So, would it be an S or an A or a B or either C tier? I think it is up with the S tiers. Look at that, listening to those after each other, and then you have this. It's going to be awesome. Fairytale of New York by the Pogues. I gotta be honest with you, I haven't really heard about this song until this year when I was preparing for this video. It is such a fun Christmas song. It has much more pain in it than I would like in a Christmas song, and for that I would only put it on a B with the Santa Claus is coming to town. But such a fun song that you can just shout from the top of your lung while you're drunk in a bar or with friends on a Christmas party. Baby, it's cold outside. From the original film, Neptune's Daughter. It's going to be the lowest tier because the song, goddamn catchy. The boundaries, all of them are crossed. A man trying to convince a girl to stay instead of respecting her boundaries and telling her to, okay, you can go, and knowing that then she will come back. The men thinking that they know what the woman wants instead of listening to them. The song, again, it's a goddamn hit. It is super freaking catchy. Watching the film again, looking at this scene, I felt uncomfortable. Eartha Kitt, Santa Baby. And there's the feminist version from Miley Cyrus. But let's talk about Eartha Kitt's version. Freaking catchy song. It has bells in it, it has orchestra in it, it is jazzy, it is elegant, it is nostalgic, it is funny. However, it is somewhat reinforcing the childish side of me as a woman, believing that minimal effort or just not cheating on my husband who's just making money for me would result in a platinum mine. I don't think it's the best one to listen to just yet, so I'm going to put it in C tiers because, well, you know what? Let's be firm. Let's be firm and put them next to each other because those two are making me some kind of uncomfortable.
At this point, she didn't know that she fucked up.
Bing Crosby's I'll Be Home for Christmas. I don't know how to feel about that song. Honestly, I really hate traveling during the holidays. It's not like I have one place to go to. When I go home for Christmas, it's more like multiple places. It's not like I'm not doing it with a good heart, but it makes it much more stressful and tiring. So it reminds me of that. So let's put this in the C because it stresses me out a little bit. All right, it's time for the sip of truth. I poured way too much eggnog for myself for this video. I will be wrecked by the end if I drink all of this. Oh, I almost forgot about Miley Cyrus and her feminist version of Santa Baby. I'm going to put it next to the Pogues because it's a very funny skit, but it's not a whole song. They didn't release it and it upsets me. Andy Williams, It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year. I gotta put it on the S tier. I'm sorry. It has everything. It is cheerful, it is nostalgic, it has a beautiful singer in it, and if I hear it, it makes me happy. Perry Como and the Fontaine Sisters, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. This is one of those songs that if it starts to go, either I freak out that it's too early to be Christmas, or I'm like, time to have my eggnog in the chill out because all I gotta do is to cook dinner and get tipsy. Wasn't this a The Home Alone movie? It must have been. Where I love it, but I grown to dislike the Home Alone movies just because it's overplayed, and I can't look at it anymore. I hate it from the bottom of my heart. I know it's great. Just don't show it to me anymore. Ella Fitzgerald, again, Frosty the Snowman. Oh, I completely effed up. I'm so sorry, Eartha. I'm so sorry, Ella. You didn't deserve this. Let's talk about Ella. Ella Fitzgerald, Frosty the Snowman. I didn't listen to Ella Fitzgerald's version a lot when I was a kid. It was like a kid singing it, and then adult women joined in, and it was cute and fun. But Ella's version is much more classy and warm and kind than the one in my memories. So, what? Let's put her up in the Esther. I feel like she deserves it after mixing her up with Eartha Kitt. LV Gospel Project's Carol of the Bells. This was posted recently, but the Carol of the Bells is an old-time classic that we all know because of its harmonic progression. I find it extremely annoying. It keeps on just growing and growing and growing, and it never rests on anything. What I love to be during Christmas is relaxed. But I understand that it's a gospel, and you gotta be like in a sort of heightened state for celebrating the birth of Christ or the birth of light. However, it is annoying. Don't get me wrong, LV Gospel Project, you did a marvelous job in covering this song. It is beautiful, and I really love choirs. I really love singing, especially singing together with people. And during Christmas, it's my favorite thing to do, and I'm so grateful if I am able to do that. We even do that at home when we light the sparkles on the Christmas tree. This one, harmonically, does not ring a bell for me.
Unintentional pun. Yeah.
We have Hark the Herald Angels Sing with the Atlanta Boy Choir. Simply, that's the version that I found that it's fresh, and it was a YouTube video. At one point, the conductor turned around and he started to also conduct audience. So everybody sang together, and that makes me tear up instantly. Yeah. Singing together on Christmas, it just makes me emotional, man. It's gotta be on top. Silent Night is one of the most well-known Christmas carols of the world. It is translated to I don't know how many languages, a lot, and covered by numerous artists. But you know me now already. I like choirs, and I found this very cute children's choir on YouTube. All I know is that the uploader is Julian, but he didn't put in any description. But there are several songs that are performed by this choir of young children and some young men. And I am just in love with it. But because I can't really know the artists behind them, it's going to be in the A tier. I feel like I should have put on Ave Maria too. I feel a little bit in a predicament. Let's move on. What? Jingling, jingling. Jingling, jingling by the Andrews Sisters. I've chose this because it is so fast that even if you're not tipsy, it is hard to follow along. But it's so funny when people try. I think it would give you a good laugh if you would listen to it and you would try to sing along. And the last one is Reindeer Rock by Sportsman. And it is kind of an odd bug here because it is by far not a classic old-timey type of thing. And I don't know what it's doing here, but it's a rock, and it made me feel somewhat nostalgic. You know what? I'm going to put it with Bing Crosby in the C tier, so it's not lonely.
right there.
If you like this video, you can give it a good old like, a subscribe, a super thanks, or listening to my new songs Easy Weekday Night and Gate to Nothing on Bandcamp, and leave a donation of your choice. You can follow me on Instagram, on Spotify, on Bandcamp, and I have a Buy Me a Coffee page too. I'm doing this full time, and all support is much appreciated and used to create educating, entertaining, and encouraging content just for you guys. Check out my latest reaction video and my short and sweet and cool beat making vlog. Happy holidays. I love you, and I'll see you in the next one.